Hello, everyone. Today, I want to share a deeply personal story, an experience where I nearly lost myself and my entire family. My name is Sophie. I'm 35 years old and currently the head of finance at a mid-sized logistics firm in Lyon, France. I've been married to Julian, my husband, for 8 years, and we have a 6-year-old son named Hugo. Like many couples, we had our golden days, and also endured long, painful silences that felt like chasms between us. Over the past few years, Julian became completely absorbed in his tech startup. He was always tired, mentally absent even when physically present. He'd eat dinner in silence, barely touched his food. If I spoke to him, he'd nod distractedly or stare at his phone. The warmth faded. The touches stopped. Even our goodnight kisses felt like formalities. The worst part? Feeling invisible in your own home. I became robotic, taking care of Hugo, commuting, managing work, then collapsing into bed. No one asked how I was doing. No one noticed I was wilting inside. Then someone did. That someone was my boss, Mr. Laurent. He was 42, polished, composed, and remarkably empathetic. A former consultant turned executive director, he had that classic French elegance. A man who made you feel heard just by how attentively he listened. He never said much, but when he spoke, it always hit the right note. I remember the day I had a nasty cough during a budget meeting. Afterward, he handed me a cup of herbal tea with lemon and ginger. For your throat, he said. No small talk, just thoughtful action. It startled me, how much that small gesture meant. One rainy Thursday, I was caught at the office entrance without an umbrella. Mr. Laurent appeared beside me with one in hand. Come on, Sophie, I'll drop you off. Buses are madness in this weather. I hesitated, then nodded. His car smelled of light cedarwood cologne. The classical music playing faintly made the ride oddly comforting. He told me a few stories about his past travels, the kind of light-hearted anecdotes that felt like a breath of fresh air. As we reached my flat, he said, "Let me take you out one day. Nothing work-related. Just good food and good wine. You deserve it." The next week, we had dinner in a tucked-away bistro in the crossroads district, the kind with flickering candlelight and vintage wine racks. He ordered escargot and rose. The conversation drifted from work to life to childhood memories. I found myself laughing. A real, genuine laugh I hadn't felt in ages. Our interactions at work became more relaxed. Lunches shared in the office kitchen. Coffee left at my desk in the morning. Occasional walks after meetings. It never felt scandalous. But deep down, I knew the seed of something dangerous had been planted. I started waiting for his messages, smiling when he walked into a room, fixing my hair before our one-on-ones. I told myself, you're just lonely. This isn't real. Then came the night that changed everything. It was after the company's quarterly celebration. Most colleagues had left. I stayed back with Laurent to finalize a budget report. The office was dim, quiet, and heavy with unspoken energy. We sat close, too close. He turned to me, his voice soft. I've been trying to resist this, but I think about you more than I should. I looked at him. For a moment, I forgot I was a wife, a mother. I only remembered how it felt to be seen. Then my phone buzzed. It was Hugo. "Ma'am and Papa says dinner's ready. Can you come home soon? I miss you." That sweet voice pulled me back to reality like a jolt. I stood up, heart racing, grabbed my handbag. "I'm sorry. I have to go," I said and left without looking back. I cried all the way home. Not because I was hurt, but because I had almost crossed a line I'd never be able to uncross. And yet, a part of me also felt proud that I had stopped. That night, I watched Hugo sleeping, his hand wrapped around my finger. I kissed his forehead and whispered, "Thank you." 2 weeks later, Mr. Laurent asked for a relocation to the company's Brussels office. Before he left, he slipped a handwritten note under my office door. What I felt wasn't a lie. "But thank you for keeping us both from making a mistake. You reminded me of what integrity looks like. I'll carry this memory with respect." I folded the letter and placed it in my drawer. I never opened it again, but I knew it was there. A quiet reminder. In the weeks that followed, I began to reevaluate everything. One evening, I told Julian, "I feel like we've been living as roommates." He looked at me surprised. "I know," he said. "I failed you. I'm sorry." That night, we talked for hours. No shouting. No accusations. Just truth. I shared how lonely I had felt. He opened up about his anxieties about work, money, and being a good father. We both cried. Nothing changed magically. But we began again, softly, deliberately. A walk after dinner. Breakfast together on Sundays. Touches on the shoulder. Lingering looks that held care. Marriage isn't about perfection. It's about returning to each other, even when the world tries to pull you apart. If you've ever stood on the edge of a mistake, you're not alone. What matters is not the temptation, but the decision to walk away. Thank you for staying with me until the end. If this story moved you, I invite you to leave a comment, share your thoughts, or just let me know you're here. And if you enjoy heartfelt stories like this one, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and join me in the next video. Every experience carries a truth worth hearing. With love,